So Arsenal 2, Topspurs 1. And corner again, ole. Set piece FC. Obviously, you was down the other end, Kenny, for that first goal. And you probably didn't see that the ball went off a Trossard for the corner, and they gave it.
No, my Spurs friends told me they went off Trossard.
F them, it's Spurs, Kenny. Fuck them.
But if you look at the context of the game, first and foremost, both teams lacked a lot of quality in terms of, Spurs look like a team that is not their first choice back four out, out on the pitch. But I'll say one thing, Archie Gray, bloody hell, he is a very composed defender. We put him under a lot of pressure. He showed his best. I thought Dragusin, did his best, but I thought one thing I did say is that if we could get one of our set pieces going, we might edge ourselves back in the game. But first and foremost, I must say that when I was looking at the first 20 minutes, I think what's happened, we started really quickly, and then that chance that that we kind of created where no one wanted to shoot, it kind of thought, oh no, here we go. Newcastle last week and Man United on Sunday. But I think the best thing that happened was probably when they scored. It kind of shaked us into some sort of action, because the goal was a bit of a mess in itself. But we did have a couple of warning shots when Jed Spence won the ball back, made an interception, went down a wing, created a chance for Solanke. Solanke couldn't really get his shot off, and then
what a clearance from Gabriel on that. By the way,
very, very brilliant clearance.
Because he could have easily shanked that into his own net.
Yeah, but Gabriel made a great clearance, and then from a resulting corner, Kulusevski forced a great save from Raya, and then Spurs had a bit of control of the game. They had a corner routine, some bit of deflection, but you know what? That was their only bit of quality in the game. After that, it was a case of us getting our acts together. But one person I really want to praise today is Thomas Partey. Regardless of...
I'm so glad you said that, because he was my man of the match.
Thomas Partey was the best player in the pitch. He was the only player that had any discernible quality. The actual move of the match started with Thomas Partey, our winner, where he robs Basuma. Odegaard, his best mate, gets the ball, feeds Trossard. Trossard in the bottom corner. What a finish! The goalkeeper could have done better, but in the context of the game and for our morale, I couldn't care less. How we scored. I just wanted to win. However, if you were to ask me maybe about half an hour, is that a performance that shouts, can Arsenal win the league? I would say no, on the basis that the second half, our chance conversion was really bad. I mean, Odegaard, the way he took his time, shot straight at the keeper. Declan Rice had a really good shot, which cannoned off Kinski, and then there was another chance at Odegaard. I was thinking, you know what, if Bukayo Saka was playing, I think, you know what, I'll have much more confidence about our title chances, because I remember I was just talking to someone in a shop I just come out of, and he said, you know what he said to me? You know who Havertz is missing? Bukayo Saka. I said, we all miss him. We all miss Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka really, really is, how do I say it? He's our cutting edge. He's our je ne sais quoi. He's our icing the cake. But I don't have the confidence that we can actually overhaul Liverpool because he's not in the side. I know Liverpool might drop points, and they may, but I don't think a team that grinds out results is a team that can win the title, because the way I'm looking at it now, we may have to rotate Declan Rice. Declan Rice looked absolutely out on his feet.
I thought he was classed. I wouldn't say class. I actually thought he played really well, but yeah, you're right. He looked knackered.
I think Declan Rice's interceptions and ball recoveries were first class. Him and Thomas Partey were our best players. But there was, after he had that shot which got saved by Kinski, I was watching him, and I was on sort of Declan Rice watch, and I thought, yeah, get him off. He looks knackered.
Do you know what? Yeah, before we come to Skelly, sorry to interject here. Yeah. Before we come to Skelly, because that was obviously his first North London derby, I want to ask your thoughts on him. Yeah, but what you said a minute ago about the amount of chances we had in the second half when we're getting Raheem Sterling 29 tripping over each other in the box, Odegaard with his pillow feet. My daughter can hit a ball better than him. Yeah, and then in the first half, did you notice as well? Declan Rice was clean through right?
Yeah.
And 29 had the ball. He didn't even know it was there. If he just whipped that straight round the corner, Rice has gone through. And it's like, this is the difference here, like between what Liverpool, because if Liverpool had played them today, they would have walloped them. And I know they lost to them the other day at home and all of that. I get that, yeah. But if they had played that version of them tonight, and you transferred Liverpool into there, they walloped them, mate.
100%, and that is what I was going to say. I think with Havertz, it's hurt him. The criticism hurt him. The criticism,
man up.
But I know what I mean. But the criticism towards his wife, and then the thing about it is that you got to get out your mind and get your mind in the game. I think today he tried too hard. He was trying too hard, and then his head went down when things weren't coming off. Second off, he came again. But you know that situation where him and Sterling got each other's way, it says it all. That situation in the first half when he doesn't see Declan Rice again. He needs to get his head together, because right now we played Tottenham, a depleted Spurs, who in the second half, by the way, I thought our game management was fantastic.
They were awful as well. We just made them look so average.
Exactly, we made them look average. Even they made some marquee second half substitutions. They brought on James Maddison. They brought on Johnson, and they brought on Richarlison. None of James Maddison had the ball. He looked up, but there wasn't anyone making the runs. We made Solanke look like a Bournemouth player, and that's the nicest thing I can say about his performance today. But again, our defence was brilliant. I thought Gabriel Magalhaes had a good game as well. But the biggest test now is can we do that against Aston Villa? I don't mean the endeavour. I mean the quality now, because we're going to need a bit more to beat this Villa side. Villa won today. I think Watkins scored again. I think they got a bit more about them, Spurs. They got a fresher team. You know, they haven't got any like massive injuries. They got their full back four. You know, they're happy to bring some players back from injury as well. Ross Barkley seems to be in a bit of form. McGinn seems to be playing well. You know, it seems like Duran's going to leave, so Watkins is getting his act together. So that's going to be a massive test, and that's why I worry about Declan Rice. He gave everything today, and then, he took him off. I hope Arteta just says to him, no training, just have a rest and save yourself for Saturday, because I don't think Declan Rice should be, bothered anymore from intense training, because I think the Villa game, we're going to need him fresh. Lewis Skelly as well was good. It was
first North London derby. What a performance he put in.
Oh, definitely.
He was a little bit shaky first 5-10. Yeah, when I say shaky, we were on the attack all the way first 15 minutes. But he was a little bit shoddy with some passing and positioning.
But he's learning the game. He's learning.
Facts.
He's learning.
Facts.
He's got his thing about it is that because of it's not so much. We don't really have major injuries, because, as you say, Calafiori is more of a centre half than a left back. But because he doesn't really trust Kieran Tierney, I'm hearing that Kieran Tierney be off soon. He doesn't trust Zinchenko, clearly. Kivio, I don't know whether Kivio's injured or not, but he clearly doesn't trust him either. So Lewis Skelly's having to play high-intensity games and learn as he goes along, has to learn on the job. Just as Mikel learned the job when he first was given the reins at Arsenal, Lewis Skelly's learning on his feet. And right now, he's in a situation where it's going well. He's going to have a bad patch, but that's another learning curve for Miles Lewis Skelly as well. But more of the same, because we're going to need them against Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa got more quality than Spurs. That's going to be another learning curve. But as far as I'm concerned, play him to the end of the season. Unless Calafiori is fully fit, I'll keep Lewis Skelly in the team, because he hasn't done anything wrong. For a start, defensively he's sound. Recoveries are brilliant. Ball, in terms of like playing it, inverted wrong. He's learning it, but one thing about him, he's very sound in possession, and that's one thing I always give.
But that's because he's a number 8, Kenny. Yeah, and he's being asked to play at left back. So when he goes in field, he's so comfy there. I know it's against men and not under 18s and all that, but he's very comfortable going inverted.
Yeah, but you and I know that a lot of the players who start off as who become great defenders, great left backs, great full backs. When they go to the academies, they don't go as a fullback. They don't go as a defender. Ashley Cole's a forward. Look at him now. Look at his career at left back. Lewis Skelly says number 8. John Terry was a midfielder. Look at him up top. The only player that looked like a defender throughout his career was probably Tony Adams. But that's the thing. At the end of the day, it bodes well for his career that he can play less at left back. He can defend, but one thing about it is because he's played at number 8, he gives us quality in the ball as well. So that does help as well. So that's a very, very plus sign. But the biggest plus sign is we won. You know, if you rewind back to Sunday, morale was on the floor.
Yeah.
Newcastle was on the floor. Brighton, you know, we were very angry. We were setting up forward. But we've got to remember one thing. Right now, I think because of the injuries we have, because of no Bukayo Saka, we are going to be very inconsistent. And because of that inconsistency, I'm afraid let's take a rain check on whether we can win the league. Because to win the league, I need to see more. I need to see replicas of the performances last season. And right now, us going down, I think we need another Dubai trip. Don't you think, Lee?
Oh, 100%. Listen, get him safely, Kenny. Always a pleasure, mate. And you'll be back there Saturday evening. Make sure you take a duvet. Yeah, make sure you take.
No. I think Aston Villa will be a big game. It's another game where it's going to test us mentally and physically. Lewis Skelly's going to have a big test. Declan Rice, I hope he's had a rest. Thomas Partey, I hope he's still got the legs as well, because let's just say it's going to the well again. Villa are going to test us mentally, physically, and they got a bit of a trick. They got a few tricks up top. So again, concentration. I said it 3 times.
Get yourself home safely, mate. Make sure you get a nice cup of tea inside you when you get home, mate. Wrap up.
Oh, definitely. It's freezing.
Yeah, I love you always, mate. Yeah, take care. And we'll see you again on Saturday, mate.
DJ